Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Taha Institute of Science and Engineering. I am well and hope that you are also enjoying good health and happy life with your family and friends. This is the 12th lecture of Fundamentals of Chemistry, in which we are going to cover the chemical species and ion. So let's start today, that is chemical species. A chemical species is a chemical substance composed of chemically identical molecular entities. If an atom is identical to another, we can say that they are the same chemical species. The species can be atom, ion, free radical or molecular ion, and it has a chemical name and a chemical formula. It means chemical species always having a chemical name and a chemical formula. Now go forward topic, that is ion. What is ion? Ion is an atom or a group of atoms having a charge on it. The charge may be of two types, that is positive or negatives, and there are two types of ions, that is cation and anion. Now cation, when an atom or group of atoms having a positive charge, then it is called cation. When atom or a group of atoms having some charge, it may be positive or negative, it is called as ion. And when a group of atoms having a positive charge, then it is known as cation. And the cations are formed when atoms lose electrons from their outermost shells. For example, in case of sodium, when sodium loses its electron, then it gains the positive charge, then it gains a positive charge, hence sodium ion is formed. And in the same case, potassium, when potassium loses its one electron and hence gain a one positive charge on it, and hence potassium cation is formed. For example, there are some equations that are showing how atoms converted into cations. For example, hydrogen. When hydrogen atom loses its electron and hence a positive charge dominating in hydrogen atom, and the hydrogen atom when it gains a positive charge by losing electrons, it is known as hydrogen ion. In the same case of sodium, when sodium loses one electron to gain the positive charge on it, and hence the sodium ion is formed. And in the same way, in case of calcium, when calcium loses its two electrons and gaining two positive charge on it, and hence calcium ion is formed. That is the examples of cations, as they all having positive charge on it. The other type of ion, that is anion. When atom having positive charge, that is cation, as we have read already, and now we are going to learn anion. An atom or group of atoms having negative charge on it called anion. An ion is formed by the gain or addition of electrons to an atom. For example, in case of chlorine, when chlorine gets one electron and hence gain negative charge, and hence chloride ion is formed. And hence in the same way, when oxygen gained two electrons and there are two negative charge on it, then oxide is formed. And now some equations we have that are showing how to atoms convert into anions. When chlorine atom gain one electron, and hence chloride ion is formed. In the same way, when oxygen then gained 2 electrons and hence formed anion, that is oxide. Now we have the difference between atoms and ions. Atom is the smallest particle of an element, whereas ion is the smallest unit of an ionic compound, and atoms can or cannot exist independently and can take part in a chemical reaction, whereas ion cannot exist independently and always surrounded by oppositely charged ions. And atoms are always electrically neutral, whereas ion has a net charge on it by definition. The charge may be negative or positive. When atom having negative charge, it is known as anion. And whenever atom have positive charge, then it is known as cation, as we have learned. So this is the lecture of the day, and in the next lecture we will discuss molecular ion in detail. So stay with us and keep watching our videos for more knowledge. Kindly like, share our videos, and do not forget to subscribe the channel. If you like our videos, please press the bell icon button. May Allah bless you. Thank you.